So a quick video, just some Friday thoughts today. Um, Sometimes just when you're coaching, you forget stuff. You forget. You think some people you work with or people who've done certain exercises for a while, they've got them down all the time. Every time they're going to do them, you just think, yeah, they got this nail now. We've coached it enough, or they've done enough reps, and they're all sorted for it. And it's not always the case. And you forget that sometimes, that there's going to be sometimes people have a bit of time out from a movement, or they've been doing some reps or exercises without eyes on them, or your eyes on them as a coach, depending where they've been doing them. So shit can still go south. And it just got me thinking sort of a little bit with, that for most of us, even coaches here, most coaches I'd say, eyes on, what you're doing, your technique, especially if it's technical stuff, you're going heavy, unless you've got, a lot of training years under your belt and you're very, very self-aware of your technique, and you've kind of mastered a lot of the things that you do, but most of us aren't in that position. Most general population aren't in that position. That stuff can go south. Yeah, and then it just made me think. So like, there's where it's like, okay, some people are coaching, and it's like, right, okay, there's stuff to work on there still, refine, get it better, get it back on point. And sometimes it's not even it's not just a wholesale everything's wrong with that movement today. It's when they get to a certain point, some people to a certain weight for a certain amount of reps, shit starts breaking down, and that's just it's a little tell where it might be a little hole in their makeup, a little imbalance or weakness in some part of the lift. And what it got me thinking of was just like, these people who are in front of me being coached, or anybody that's got a coach or someone that can get eyes on what they do, all these people that don't, all these people at commercial gyms that are, they maybe had a bit of coaching, they've been shown a thing or two, maybe they've been CrossFit gyms or strength and conditioning gyms, or they've done a bit of powerlifting, where they have been coached, and then they've decided to go their own way, but they ain't moving how they should be doing. I do see some horror stories, and like, I'll just literally like walk through the gym like that sometimes and just switch off. I never know whether you should go up and say anything to people, really. I kind of think I'll come across as a bit of a dick, or they'll think I'm a dick, so I don't bother. But yeah, the amount of people that I see doing stuff, and it's just like, wow, have you been taught, or you self-taught? Were you taught for a bit, and then you've decided to just, you think you know it all, and you've literally got nobody to like check your quality control at all? Because I do see some awful stuff, and it's things that like they might not injure themselves there and then. It's gonna be, some people can get a lot of reps under their belt of shit form before the house comes crumbling down, really. It can be years for some people, and then that's it, they're done. You might have somebody who thinks they're fairly fit, they've been training a while, but they've maybe took 5 or 10 years off their training potential. Like I say, it's training for me is about sustaining, about being able to do as much as you can still as you age. Not necessarily about PBing the shit out of everything and weights going up. Every marker of success being associated with faster times and heavier weights. You got to get a bit more savvy about it as you get older. But Yeah, I think there's people that shave years off their capacities, what they're going to be able to do later in life. You know, people who have been training and end up with, you know, the back of someone that's worked on their knees with a rounded back on the floor all their life, like, you know, leckies and plumbers and people like that who get degenerative conditions just purely because of their work. Well, there's people in the commercial gyms who are they're on that road basically just because they've never been self-aware enough to check themselves. So yeah, it's just yeah, bit of a Friday thought really, just about coaching and ongoing coaching and how it's very easy that people probably dismiss it. They just don't even realise, you know. So my advice, if you're in that environment, fucking film yourself as much as you can while you're lifting. Check yourself. If you've got someone in your corner, run stuff by them. If you haven't, but you know kind of what's good form, what's bad form, and you are hitting that wall quite often, man, get yourself a coach from somewhere. Get in some gym where you can get eyes on, and you know, keep yourself training for as long as you can. Then, hopefully, don't be taking years off your training, because if it's something that you enjoy, it's gonna freaking suck when you aren't able to do those things anymore, purely because of your own ego and stubbornness. You know, wanting to do your own thing maybe, or thinking you've got all the knowledge in the world that you need to carry on. So yeah, that's my little Friday thoughts for today. That's said a bit longer than expected to be. 7 minutes. God, Sean, you need to work on this sort of stuff. It's hard enough to get in the camera on myself, but then also like trying to cut down the waffling. Well, that's an art. Thumbs up to those guys who keep stuff nice and concise. Right, anyway, enjoy the rest of your Friday, folks. Think on.